sniffer.
Oh my god, I was also muted. What is going on with me today? Bruh! Bruh! I don't get it. Anyway, should we learn? Does anybody want to raise their hand and guess what kind of bug we're learning about? It doesn't have to be exact, but just guess what kind of bug. Camel spiders, no. Nope, not a worm, not a roach. Somebody guessed it. So it's not bees necessarily, but hold on, let me bring the projector out. There we go. Now let's bring the screen down. All right, now that we're beautiful. Is it bees V2, also known as wasps? It is a wasp. It is a type of wasp. Fig wasps. So today we are learning about the fig wasps. Fig wasps are in the family Agaonidae. Agaonidae? Ahegao. And they're these funky little dudes that live an absolutely fucking wild life. I have to go like straight into their life cycle. So, can somebody in chat please raise their hand and tell me what these are? So these are figs. So we actually need to discuss the fruit first. Figs are a weird kind of fruit that bloom internally. So it's actually like the flower that like blooms internally, right? So to make things even more complicated, figs can actually have like male and female figs. So it's not as simple as just like, you know, how flowers are gendered too, but like the actual figs themselves can have male or female. So face down, ass up, that's the way she likes to lay her eggs. This is how she lays her eggs. So this is a female fig wasp. So they will force their way into male figs. So male figs actually have an opening at the bottom of the fig, and so they will force their way inside of a male fig in order to lay their eggs. This is the size of the opening. So it's a very, very, very tight opening into the fig. This is beneficial for the fig as well, don't worry. So it's a very tight opening, and so the female wasp has to go through, and in the process of doing this, her antennae will snap off, and her wings are fucking plucked out of her body. So she loses her wings, and her antennae break on the way in. Once she's inside, she will lay her eggs in there, and then die. Then the eggs will hatch, and you will get wingless males and winged females, and they mate. And they're also mating on their mother's corpse. So, yeah. Anyway, once the deed is done, the guys have pretty big mandibles, and the guys will chomp tunnels throughout the fig to help the winged females get out because they are smaller than the mom was. So they don't have as much of an issue to get out. And after that, so this is how different they look. Hold on. This is the female, and this is the male, the beta male. After they make the tunnels for them, so the female wasp will also collect pollen from inside of the fig and then will crawl out of the fig. So the males, they stay there because of their mommy issues and die. Yup. But so the females though will go on into the world and they will sniff around to try and find another fig. These are the differences between a female fig and a male fig, as you can see here. One thing that you'll notice is that the female fig actually has seeds, a lot of seeds in there, and then the male fig really doesn't. It's more of a fleshy pit. A fleshy pit. But this is actually important because if she finds a male fig, the process repeats. So everything back to the beginning of how it happens. She lays her eggs and then, yep, dies. Wings plucked out, antenna broke, dies. You know? Straight to the point. But if she accidentally enters a female fig, what happens is that she will still pollinate because that's why she collected the pollen before leaving the male fig that she was born in. So she will actually pollinate the female fig and then die, because the process of getting in is the same thing. That wings ripped out. And it's these pollinated flowers that what make the actual fruits. It does benefit. This is how figs pollinate. Yep, if it's a female fig, she will not lay her eggs. Yes. Yes, yes. Figs exist because wasps are stupid? Pretty much. So all in all, they end up living for around 48 hours, which is sad. And they become the crunchy bits in figs. Just kidding. That is not true. That is not true, don't worry. There are a lot of different kinds of figs that are used for human foods, and those are not, like, it's not the species. Like I said, I'm not a botanist, so I did not research what kinds of figs. No, most of the figs that like are for human consumption do not need this pollination process. Also, it's very easy to do artificial pollination for stuff like that. But even if they were the ones that had the wasps in it, like the enzymes and everything of the fig essentially digest them. So it doesn't matter. But we can all still pretend that we are eating the corpses of incestuous bugs. If that's what you want. The fig digests them. I mean, it's not like it's actually eating them for sustenance. It's just that like the enzymes essentially like obliterate. But just guess what kind of bug? They just absolutely obliterate it. Holy shit though, y'all. I think that was a fucking world record of fastest class. I'm in awe right now. Holy shit. Yes, so actually, yep, that's a, oh, thank you. Thank you. That is actually true. So there are actually a lot of vegans who will not eat figs because of this. So actually it is an anti-vegan fruit. Can you go home now? No, you can never leave. You can never leave. No homework, nope. There will not be homework for the weekend, don't worry. Are the fig wasps like black crazy ants where the offsprings are clones of their parents? I don't know enough about them to confidently answer that question. So I'm going to say probably not. Probably not. Beautiful. Ant males lives for weeks while the females can live for years. Dude, fucking like giant ants, like the giant female ants, they're so scary how big they are. Thought vegans didn't want to eat stuff that's from the exploitation of animals, because if they won't eat those, why would they eat any other plant that needs pollination? Well, that's the thing, is that some vegans also like don't eat honey because like bees. Are the antennas you do not just ask that. Oh my god. Ba-dum bum 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 bum.